Good morning and welcome to Unbreakable Mind 44, a 44-minute long mental strength workout run by me, Gabriel von Knorring, ex-bomb disposal officer and ultra trail runner. And today we're going to practice one of the most important things that you need to have in order to live a long and healthy life and to reach athletic success. And this is not just me making this up. We've known this for probably 30 years. So one of the most important sessions that you need to do is a VO2 Max sessions. So that's going to start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. As always, as soon as the timer starts, we get moving. And we try to get our body warmed up and our mind in the right position to go. For those of you guys who are new with us here, we prioritize the most important thing first. And we do that over and over again. That means if it's a new week, the first thing we should do is the most important thing. And one of the most important things in my life is to keep myself healthy and to be able to live a long and good life. And one of the most important things to do that is the VO2 Max sessions. VO2 Max is a measurement of how much oxygen you can pull from the air and feed your muscles with. And that has been seen as one of the biggest predictor of longevity and health. So this is really one of those things that you need to do. And that's why we do it at the absolute first thing in the week. So once we've nailed this, we know that we're on good momentum, a good track to get things done. And we do this even if we might have to get up a little bit early. And that idea of doing the most important thing first, I really think you should draw that to extreme. You can do that for everything in life. If you have big dreams and they're really important to you, you should probably start on them right now. If you have something that's really important to you, then either they're probably not important or you should probably start with them right now. And you might say, well, I don't really have the time right now, whatever. That's fine as well. But just give that a thought and see if there are some rearrangement that needs to be done in your life. Because if they're really important, and you know you don't have infinite time, and you don't know how much time we have, then maybe chances are we should rearrange some stuff. Okay, that was the first opening here of the workout. And as you know, we're going to mix all the physical stuff with the mental stuff. And today's session is a little bit of an arena for you to take the things that you've been taught before and implement them when it's getting tough. That's a good one. I like this session. So once you've done this one, you've done the most important session of the week. And from that, it can only get better. We can just add more and more good stuff. These sessions are also different from most other things that we do, that they are, we're not going to practice the unknown as much here. I'm going to give you everything you need to understand what we're going to do. And you're going to implement all the techniques and tools that you already have. And this is your arena to practice that. Because now, your mind is going to meet your body and they're going to say, hey, I want to do this, but hey, we should do this. Anybody hurts? Yes, I know, but we got to do this thing. So that's super important. That's what you want here today. So that means we're going to do 5 minutes of slow warm-up, which we're doing now, just moving around a bit. And then we're going to do 5 minutes of medium warm-up and then 5 minutes high intensive warm-up. Then we're going to go into the main effort. The main effort today is 10 rounds of high intensity interval training. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It's very simple. You need a assault bike, you need a place to do burpees, or you need a place to go running. That's all. And probably some shoes. I like shoes and clothes in general, but other than that, you're pretty much set. So, but if you want to get bonus points, you want to get a little star, then you should definitely have a notebook, because you're going to learn about a lot of things about yourself today, and you want to write that down, because at the end we're going to do a debrief, and that debrief is going to help you get all the good stuff, all the lessons from this session, so that you can implement it in your everyday life. And that's really what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to just work out for the workout's sake. We really want to use these tools and these lessons to in our everyday life. When things get stressful, when life turns, throwing lemons at us, and all these things happen, that's when we want these tools to work. So when your family is screaming at you at the Christmas dinner party and you want to punch everybody in the throat, then you remember that you now know how to deal with stress. You have your breathing techniques, you have your mental pattern redirection techniques. You have all of that. So instead of punching people in the throat, you can calm yourself down. And then you can punch them in the throat anyways. No, I'm just kidding. You do whatever you want. Do Christmas however you want, my friend. Okay, makes sense. So 5 minutes slow, 5 medium, 5 medium to high, and then we go into the high intensity interval, and then we do the debrief, and that's it. Then we quick and nice, quick and dirty little training. All right, that moves us into the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes, you're gonna go a little bit medium to high, medium intensity. That means now you should start it to be sweating. And if you want to go for a run here, be my guest. If you want to do what I'm doing, more than welcome to do that. But now you want to get your heart rate up a bit. And you want to be able to start feeling like, I can't do my normal 200 word sentences, but instead I'm going to have to break them down and take a breath. So if you're having a conversation with a friend, you should start feeling like I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm going to have to take a little bit of breathing here. Right? And if you're choosing an exercise such as a burpee or something like that, then now you want to warm up specific. So if you chose burpees or ape exercise, then you're going to start doing that. Still in a warm-up pace, still nice and slow. Like this. So we're going to do that for a few minutes. Let's go. And here you don't want to go too hard. You don't want to get any lactic acid or anything like that. You just want to get your body warmed up. And what's the next thing we want to warm up? Anybody want to guess? Yes, our mind, right? Want to get our mind in the right position here. How do you do that? Yes, nice. We got to move from red zone or green zone into yellow zone. And have yourself some water now, if you need to. At this stage here, you still want to have pretty good form. It's not ready to go all out and get sloppy just yet. So if you're doing a burpee, do it a little bit over-exaggerated, like a clean push-up, just to get every muscle part moving and get warm. Okay, nice job, guys. And as I said before, you're getting like too tired in your muscles. You want to switch exercise and maybe just go for a jog a bit. It's really important here. It's a nice warm up. One more minute and then we're gonna speed up it a bit. and 1 minute left. All right, now you should be a little bit sweaty. Your breath should be increased, and you should feel fairly warm, probably getting a good sweat. Now we're gonna go into the last 5 minutes, and here you want to go up to almost up to the race pace. You want to go up to maybe 80-90% of rest pace, and then go down again. So you're gonna go fast and then slow. So if you're on an assault bike, you go pretty hard, maybe 10 seconds before you get lactic acid or anything else, and then slow down again. Then go back up. So now we want to push the heart rate up a bit, bump by bump. So that'll be the next 4 minutes. Okay, nice and slow, I was about to say, but the opposite, rather bump it up. Okay, let's go. So here's an interesting thing. If you're now, just like me, feeling that maybe your arms or maybe a specific leg is getting more tired than everything else, so you can't really get to the heart rate, then you should adapt your exercise. If you're on the assault bike and your arms are running out, you want to switch to pull and push more with your legs. And if you're doing burpees, then maybe you should, instead of doing a clean pull up or push up, you could just do something like this. Get down, drop your hands, and then use all of your body to get up. And that is to make sure that you target your heart rate. Right? That's what we're gonna go for. Because if your legs burn out before you get to your heart, then it's a leg workout. It's gonna be hard, but it's not gonna be as hard as we want it. Because the idea today is to push as hard as possible for as long as possible. So once we now go into the intervals, you're gonna go high intensity, hold the same intensity for the entire duration, the entire 30 seconds, and then stop, go back to recovery. I don't want you to go too high and then lose momentum or lose heart rate or lose speed at the end. And not the opposite. Don't go out slow thinking you're gonna get into it. You just go straight and you keep it all out. That's the challenge. And the goal for you now is to accumulate as much time as possible as in a high heart rate as possible. So that's why we want to get you really warmed up. As soon as we go, we want to get up there in the high heart rates. And we're talking as high as you can. That's what we want now. So no holding back, no nothing. If you have injuries or pain, that's a different story. You always have to adapt to that. And if you're feeling dizziness, you should stop. But if you're healthy, you're ready to go, then we want to go as hard as we can here. If you choose to not go as hard as you can, you feel like I can't, pain or whatever, make sure it's a legit excuse. And if it is a legit excuse, then you go into a cruise mode, i.e. you're going to do the same times that we're doing, but you're going to focus on form. Instead of doing like sloppy burpees that just like throw yourself all over the place, you're going to do them perfect, with good form, good stability, and just get the movements in. Make sense? Okay, excellent. It's time to go in 30 seconds. Hello. You made it. Just about. We're going to start the intervals in 30 seconds. 1 minute, 30 seconds long, 30 seconds break, and then we go there for 10 rounds.
30, got it.
Sounds good?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in my pocket because I don't have a tripod.
Of course. Okay, guys. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. First round. Good job. Okay. A quick little rest. And the big challenge is remembering how many we have done. So 15 seconds and we go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And recover. Nice job. 30 seconds. And this is a really good one now. Now we're going to switch from the red zone, which is all out war when we're going hard, into green zone, relax. And the key here is doing that as fast as possible. Deep breaths and good thoughts. And then we go again in 5, 3, 2, 1, enjoy. And recover. Take control of your breath. You ready to go again in 20 seconds? Nice. Good job, guys. This should be very hard, very difficult. Then you're doing the right things. Your heart should be feeling this. 5 seconds ago. And I think that was round 3 maybe. And go. Oh, sorry, recover. Ooh. Really nice job. And that was another round. Okay, I think I'm keeping track here now. Is that round 4 maybe?
Yeah, I finished 4 rounds.
Great.
And my phone is upside down because it's the only place to put it in that machine.
3 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, go. And recover. Woo. Nice job. Feel good?
I mean, good. If I go, you mean good. Yes.
Still alive, I mean.
I'm still alive.
Excellent. We did another round. That was round 5, halfway. And we go again in 5. So good. 2, 1, go. And recover. Remember the deep breaths. Use your box breathing or whatever you have at your disposal. And try to calm down as fast as possible. And we're gonna go in 10 seconds. We only have 4 more rounds. Then it's done. But it's all out. 3, 2, 1, go. And recover. Good job. 3 rounds left. Calm down. Check your inner thoughts. See if you can regain some cognitive ability here now with the stress. And then we're gonna go in 5. 3, 2, 1, go. And recover. Woo. Good job. 2 left. You now have the ability, like we talked about before, to slay the monsters or make friends with them. And there are 2 more monsters left. And now it's really important that we go all out. Because this is the good part. This is what happens. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And recover. Woo. Nice job. Now we have 1 more little monster left. And you know where the pain is, you know how it feels. So now we can deal with it. Make friends by accepting or saying, that's fine, I want this, I came here to do this. Or slay it. Tell it doesn't matter. You got this. Whatever happens, remember that growth happens through challenge, not by chance. And then we're going to do the last one in 5, 3, 2, 1, enjoy. Good job. Recover. Whew. That was the last one. And if you're on a bike, if you're jogging, don't stop, but lower the tempo. Just go a little bit cruise now. Now your goal is to go from red zone straight into green zone. Green zone is relaxed, slow breath, with a clear mind, which could, and with clear mind, I mean, you could solve like mathematical problems. Like you're able to regain, you know, your cognitive functions. That's where I want you to go. You're still here in the workout, but you're regaining breath, regaining control. Let's do 30 seconds of box breathing or whatever type, or whatever technique you choose to do. 30 seconds. And go. Still keep moving. Nice. Okay. Go back into the little head and see now, have you regained control? Or is your breathing already or still super high and you're not able to think properly? If you're not really done, then give it 30 more seconds to calm yourself down and relax. Take intentional breaths. Right, excellent job. We got a last debrief and then we're done. It's such a quick session. It's really good. So in general, you could say that if you go really hard, you don't have to go far. And if you go really soft, you have to go really far. It's the idea of that it's used like for ultra marathons and whatever, or strength training. Just the idea that either you lift heavier but fewer, or you lift easier but more times, or you run further but slower, or you run harder but shorter. It's that balance. So if you're training for a 10K, you wouldn't run 10K every day, every week. Instead, you would run 15, 20 and really slow, and then you would run 5K really, really fast, or the things we're doing today. So this is definitely one of those situations where if you want to prepare for life or prepare to be strong, we need to go really, really hard during these sessions. So we build that stamina, or we build that VO2 Max that will help us through life in every way. Even helps our little coconuts to work better. All right, are we ready? Are we clear-headed enough to go into the debrief? What do you say, Diana?
Yes, clear enough.
Great. So we'll calm down. We're in green zone now, or yellow zone at least, and we can start to think a little bit. We can start to process what happens. And I think this is one of the most important parts here. So keep moving if you're on a bike or if you're running, but go as slow as you can so you can use the brain a bit. And as always, the first question is, what happened? Sorry, what did I set out to do? What was my goal for this session? My goal for this session, for you guys, is that you should go really hard and really focused, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So you would push yourself as hard as you could during those seconds. That is my goal for you. So spend 30 seconds figuring out what was my goal for this training. Then go.
All out.
All out. Yes. Nice. Anything else you had as a personal goal?
No, just to check. I wanted to check what is my max heart rate when I am going all out.
Nice.
Because I have never done that, so.
Yeah. Great. So go as hard as you can and check your heart rate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay. So next question is, what actually happened? Is there a difference between what we set out? Sorry. What actually happened? Did we do that thing or not? Give that 30 seconds.
I definitely.
Yeah. Sorry.
I definitely did that.
Perfect. Great job. So we could say that your goals and your execution aligned, right?
Yes.
Which is great. That's what we want. Oftentimes that is not the case. For me, for example, I couldn't get my heart rate up a bit because I was getting too carried in my shoulders. I couldn't really work my heart. So I'll try to figure that out. And I couldn't adapt the exercise either. Okay, cool. Now that we have those two components, we can look at what we want to improve. And in your case, improve means to keep the things that really worked. Okay, so question number 3, what do you want to improve? And we put this in 3 categories: start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. All right. What do you have?
Let me think.
Yeah. Yeah, let's give it a few seconds. Let's give it 30 seconds and give it a thought.
I think I got mine.
All right. What you got?
Okay, so start. I forgot my watch and I had to connect with a different app to my heart monitor. So I want to stop forgetting something. It's either the heart monitor or the watch or whatever. So I need to like pack ahead of time. Start packing ahead of time. Stop going to bed late. Which is the same one as the last time.
Yeah.
And then continue going all out in bike or running. I think I like both.
Okay. So what was it? What was it in the? So you had this was a success story for you. You did what you came here to do. But can we dive deeper into why that worked? Why were you able to do that? Because there's a bunch of reasons why you wouldn't be able to go all out. Distractions, excuses. Yeah. So why were you able to go all out?
Well, I had that energy. That's one.
Yeah.
I really wanted to try the assault bike and just go all out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I slept good enough also.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that you can see that I'm not seeing.
I'm thinking about the actions behind that because you said you had energy, but the question is what you did to have that energy. And it sounds like you set yourself up for a good night's sleep, and I assume that you
Yes.
you fueled up properly.
Yes, actually, normally I would want to eat before doing any of these, but I don't think it would have been a good idea today because since I went all out, I think I would probably have vomited.
Yeah. Yeah. So here,
So
I
I think
yeah, sorry. I think here we're up to some goal because here are things that you can continue doing. You can continue not eating breakfast before, yeah, and try that and see if that works.
yeah, no, yeah,
So you want to create verbs out of these things. Like you put in the continue. You don't want to put things you already have. You want to figure out what led me to having this thing. That's what makes it so powerful because you can do that again. Does that make sense?
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, yeah, what led to? Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the cool part because if you have figured out, I mean, since you had such great results, you really want to dive deep into what worked. And this is the hardest part for us because we're so good at figuring out what sucks and what we should stop doing. But the continue, it's usually blank, which is very interesting. Except when I work with the certain cultures, they only have continue and they have nothing on stop because they never do any wrong, which is very funny. But for us here in the West, I think it's very often that we only have stop doing and start doing, but there's very little in the continue doing. So I usually try to dig a little bit deeper in there because if you had a success, you really want to understand why the heck that was. Make sense?
Yes, 100%.
Great job today. Especially since you were able to go that hard and do that thing. That's good. And the salt park is a freaking murder. So great job.
Yeah, it was tough.
So guys, now that you have your list of continue doing, stop doing, and start doing, those things you want to write down, put it in your notepad, and you want to keep that for maybe the next exercise or preparing for the next workout, so you can implement it. Because if you just do this exercise and you don't turn it into reality, and it's just wasted time. So I'd rather see you have one thing and implement it than have 5 things that you're never going to implement. So pick one, implement it, move on. And yeah, that's it for today. A little bit shorter version, which is kind of nice because I like these ones. Any questions?
I was gonna say, no, but I was gonna say thank God you did 30-30 because I don't know if I would have been able to do 1 full minute in this thing without.
Yeah, it's a killer, that machine, but that's why I love it.
It's pretty tough, yeah.
Yeah. So anyone who hasn't tried the salt park knows what it is. It's like a bike which has dynamic resistance, but you also use your hands. So the harder you go, the harder it is. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it's like.
And great. Yeah, there you go. That's a little machine. So I can totally recommend it for stuff like this because this is not about. We should want to eliminate. Like the problem I had now was that my technique wasn't good enough to get my heart rate up. But on an assault bike, you rarely have to care about that because if your arms get tired, you do more with your legs, and then those get tired, you do more with your arms. So it's very good to work your heart.
Yeah, it's so good. I loved it.
Great job. A little virtual high five here. Thank you guys. See you next week. Bye.